First off, though, you meet a good-looking guy, you have a couple of drinks, you invite him back to yours for coffee, but does jumping into bed on the very first date kill any chance of romance in the future? Well, Clover was looking for a little more than just a quick fling, but abstaining from sex wasn't the norm for you. I hope you won't mind me saying, Clover.
No, I don't mind.
So in general, the first date, if you got on, would end up with a little bit of how's your father?
Yeah, absolutely. Like lots of my friends, I didn't think anything of sleeping with somebody on the first date. It seemed quite a normal thing to do.
Your mother hadn't told you to be wary of behaving in that way?
Well, possibly, but you know, advice is there to be ignored quite often as well. So you make your own rules up really as you're going along.
And so you thought, if I want to and he wants to, and we're both consenting adults, why not?
Yeah, absolutely.
How long was it before you actually succumbed?
A really, really long time, like at least 8 months.
Really? 8 months?
Yes,
That
at
makes me
least.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I know it does.
Not the first night.
Do you think, because sometimes, does it make a difference if you've been friends with somebody for a long time and then maybe, I don't know, you're at a party, you look into each other's eyes, you go, oh my goodness, I'm actually in love with you. You're in love with me, let's do it.
Oh, that's a different
Is that different?
That's a film called
That's a
When Harry
Hollywood
Met
movie.
Sally.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I don't have it in real life at all, you know. Pretty much. Maria, what do you think?
I'm still waiting.
You're waiting as well. What do you think though? First night, first date, sex?
I don't think so. I think it's far too precious to throw away.
Right.
I think it's much better to wait, get to know somebody, and then decide from there what you're going to do. There's always the feeling, isn't there, that if you do that, that you've perhaps done that with other people as well. Okay. And I think it's quite important to keep a bit of yourself for yourself. I think sometimes people have low self-esteem.
Right.
And they think that by succumbing, I hate to use that phrase, but by succumbing, they're perhaps giving too much away.
Right, so you think
Let's go to an expert, because on the telephone, Francine Kaye, the divorce doctor who has helped out more people than you can imagine. Francine, hi.
Hello.
OK, well, we're pretty much a dagger's drawn over this one. Should one succumb on the very first date? As Sarah says, you know, why waste the time? If you like it and he likes it, let's do it.
No, absolutely not. I mean, everybody's virtually said everything. I've got a few things to add, but it's a risky business, sleeping with someone on the first date, for the men and the women, really.
I didn't say
because,
first
first
date,
of all,
though, I
I think
said
it was, as Ben said, and some of the ladies have said, there's nothing for a man to work for. You're not a prize that he's earned. There's nothing he's had to do to chase you, so it's unlikely that he's going to feel, oh my goodness, this is the woman of my dreams, I have to carry on dating her. You know, and if you, as somebody else said, if you've done it with you do it with him on the first night, perhaps you've done it with other people. But there's something else as well. For a woman, she has to be able to manage her emotions because the chemical that is released when you have sex is akin to love.
Yes.
You have to be a woman who can really manage your emotions, because it's very likely the next day, if he's not texting you, you've probably already bought the dress and you're halfway down the aisle. So, you know, you have to be very, very... If there's exceptions to the rule about having a fling, a one-night stand, it would be a fling. It would be perhaps on holiday. And it would be perhaps because he's totally irresistible and you haven't had it for months. But it's kind of like, that would be the exceptions to the rule. But absolutely, I would say from the experience that I've had with my clients and from the years and years of working with people, if you sleep with a guy on the first date, it's going to be risky. And men are different from women because men's emotions actually don't kick in until they've been going out with you for about 3 months. And women's emotions will kick in after the third go of sleeping with a guy. So basically, after the third time a woman has slept with a man, her emotions have kicked in, and a man takes a bit longer to catch up. So that if you can go out with somebody for 3 months and you get to know each other, a man's had a chance to chase, you've had a chance to actually see if he's up for the job of being your partner. And then by the time you do have sex, he's emotionally already in there. And that's got much more of a chance of lasting.
Do you realise, Francine, that you are trying to convert Christopher Biggins here? Do you realise that? I mean, it's something of a task, even for the divorce doctor. Do you realise that?
Christopher, could I possibly influence you? I've met you a few times and I'm not sure I could.
I don't know, Francine. You are very special.
I don't know what that's a euphemism for. Take it as a compliment. What the hell? Well, Francine, thank you very much. You just
Pleasure.
confirmed everything I told my daughter. You've got to note that, and I hope my girls will listen and pay it. I think 3 months, wait 6, maybe 6 years or so. There's no hurry whatsoever for these things. Clover, your final conclusion from all this. You are happy in this relationship?
No, it's completely different from any relationship I've had in the past. And now, I mean, it has been a real revelation to me, and I would now advocate it definitely to a friend. It's been a completely different experience, and I hope there won't, I hope that this will be my relationship. Yeah, absolutely.
Sarah, have we persuaded you here?
I think it's different strokes for different folks, and I don't know whether...
Try not to stroke, that's what I'm trying to say. Go for a brisk walk, there's no stroking necessary.
I think the first date is very bad. I don't think that works for anybody. I think I've learned the hard way. Most women do learn the hard way, not on the first date. 3 months is a very long time. Maybe somewhere in between. Maybe, if I said 3 dates, let's say 5.
And Mr. Bickins, could you wait just till the end of the meal? Does it have to be after the soup
Well,
course?
I said to Francine last time we went out, I said, you've got to wait a few more weeks, darling.
Very grateful. Thanks to Clover and to Sarah. Christopher Biggins is staying with us, I'm delighted to say.